Something like the goat off.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Pats and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We got a good in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway in Southern California. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter. It won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Stafford. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
With a certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The slot man in motion right.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Chargers had 11 and 5 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On play action, Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Ready, break.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lance now to throw.
Buying time to his left. And this one's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on second down. Lance. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. George Pickens, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all total. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive games now.
This is so far as the running game for the most part has powered them down. down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch. I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, trying to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure if he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
What about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
23 yards, the final tally.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Cameron Hayward in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
There's a 2nd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Touchdown, Chargers.
George Pickens.
2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final McPherson on for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now a first down throw. Stafford going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stafford. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take it in for a Patriot. Terry McLaurin, 35 yards. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
line. Lance now on first down. That's complete right side to Kmet. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Lance now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
So a very tight, and we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run once more with Taylor. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third.
Here's Lance to throw it. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, it's Taylor.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Now Lance. Over the middle, and that's caught by Komet.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson. They're good.
And the lead is up to 8. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. On 1st down at Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there where you really... The football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you're not one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Finding space at the 40.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 76 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. But just keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And it's caught. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Ready up.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Patriots get the football back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. This is just going to make things worse.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
The Lance now to throw.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 15. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They set up the screen to Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Stafford. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Stafford looks to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for a hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Lance back to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Now Lance.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
He has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chargers,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
It's a tough loss to take as he'll...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Sz3, Southside, C12, 911.